I want to get your thoughts on this perhaps mini deal that we're hearing that China could be favouring, and this is of course on the back of this Bloomberg scoop. Is this China kind of showing a strengthening hand here?
Yeah, I think if you look at what's happening between the U.S. and China, I think they're trying to dictate, looking at what has happened domestically. There's a schism going on, whether it's Hong Kong and China or the impeachment process. And both parties are assessing whether their political position is weakened, and maybe a partial deal is better than a no deal at all. In our view, I think we hope that it will come through with some of a partial deal like what we've seen in Japan and the U.S. And that's our base case scenario. Yeah.
What about, as you touched on there, the impeachment? What sort of factor does that have in this as well when we're about to see these talks kick off in Washington?
Well, we know the impeachment process is quite an impossibility that Trump will be impeached, right? It was designed in such a way that impeachment doesn't involve political bias. The House will convict, the House will charge, but the Senate will convict. And we know it's impossible for that to happen because of the Republican-dominated. But I think in the psyche of the Chinese leaders, they must be thinking Trump has a lot of things on their plate, nothing to show for, going to the election year. He probably might want to do a small deal with us first. Yeah.
And Edward, you started off in September here becoming less bearish. You went overweight on EM. You exited out of your treasuries as well as gold hedges. And yet we're seeing yields tumbling once again. Can you afford to miss out on this rally?
Well, I mean, if you look at our fixed income portfolio, we still have treasuries, but less so in the U.S. government. In fact, probably about 40–50% less in the U.S. Treasury. But we have the government bonds in a lot of other countries, particularly in the developed market, as well as the emerging market. So we are not exiting our government bonds position. We just reduce U.S. Treasury and in turn increase our government bond holdings in other developed markets like in Australia, Europe, as well as in several emerging markets.